Right, so hello everyone. Just back today with a quick haul, my usual payday haul. It's a few bits I've collected up over the last couple of weeks, since I've been paid. Most of them have been used, so they're not sort of all brand new and sparkly. But I thought I'd wait until I had sort of a reasonable amount before I did a video. You guys apologise for the appearance of me. I never seem to come on to do these videos when I look reasonable. I always look like I've got my hairs all faded out and everything else, but do apologise for that. So yeah, I will crack on with what I got. There's some beauty, there's a dress, there's some just stuff. So I will crack on. Right, so the first thing I got is this, more hair dye, and this is a new one by Schwarzkopf, and it's a live colour XXL, and this colour is in Shocking Pink. I don't know if that's focusing, and that's number 93. I haven't seen this colour before. I've seen they do Rebel Pink or Pink Rebel. But I've never seen this colour before, and so you just get like one cream colour, and then you look like you get 2 packets of something, 2 packets of conditioner as well, and that's on offer in Boots at the minute for £4. If I can show you, that's what it's saying the colour payoff should be. So although my hair is actually quite a dark pink at the minute, I've got another bit of pink that I'm going to mix with it. And some conditioner, so it should, by the time I mould them all in together and put them all into one colour, it should take quite nicely over my hair. So yeah, I got that. The next thing I got were these, and these are some geek glasses with little bunny ears and little bow, and these came from China or Japan or somewhere like that, and I'll show you what they look like on. So I think they're super cute, to be honest. I've got some Hello Kitty ones with the bow, but actually I thought the bunny ear ones were super cute as well. And I've got a pink dress that I wore. I've been wearing these with. In fact, the dress I'm going to show you in a minute is what I wore these with. So, yep. And they've got no lenses, which causes great amusement to people when I wear them. But I think they're really, really sweet. So yeah, there's those. The next thing I got, keeping with the glasses theme, is a pair of sunglasses, and they just look like that. And they're my Mark specials. They were the whole of £1. So I put those on and show you. They're just these just-sized bug-eyed ones. Cover half your face, mess all your foundation up. But I just think I just love the look of them. I love the bigger the better with sunglasses, in my opinion. None of these little tiny thin rim things. The bigger the better. So yeah, I got those. And so they were £1. The next thing I got was this. A funny face I was just pulling, and it's just this little daisy hairband, and that was from New Look, and it was £2.50. And I don't know if it's supposed to be a bracelet. I mean, I suppose it could be a bracelet you wear like that, but I've got it so when I put my hair up in a bun like this, rather than having the black flower, I can just loop that round, and you can have daisies all the way around my bun. I've got, as I showed in one of my last hauls, I've got a yellow and white dress, and I thought that would actually go really, really nicely with it. I suppose like I say, you could wear it as a bracelet, but I just thought for like a bun tie that'd be really quite cute. So, and for £2.50 you can't really complain. So I got that. The next things I got is a couple of brushes. First one is this one by Cosmopolitan, and it's a slanted blush brush. That's a fun thing to say. I'm really bad at putting my blush on. I've had like a standard blusher brush, and I kind of whopped it on, and I'd get too much on one cheek and not enough on the other, and however much time I took to put blusher on, I used to just end up looking terrible. It would just be all wonky, and one cheek could be down here and one cheek could be up there, and I thought I'd try a slanted one, see if that's any better, and actually I've been doing a lot better with this than I normally do with my other blush brush, because it seems to be a lot more control putting it on. So yeah, there's that. I think that one was I want to say £4. It might have been £5. I can't remember. Actually, no, it was £5. And I got a concealer brush as well. Bear with me 2 seconds while I just go and grab the concealer brush. I don't actually know why I told you to bear with me, because I've just put it on pause so you didn't actually know any difference. I have been using this. It's a bit dirty. This is the concealer brush. That's just like that, and it just says concealer on it. These both came from Superdrug. They were both £5. They were buy one get one half price. So for the pair they were £7.50. And I really do need to clean the concealer one. If anyone can recommend me a good brush cleaner, that would be most appreciated, because at the minute I use shampoo, and I'm sure that isn't the best thing to use for brushes. So yeah, that's what the concealer brush. I suppose you could use it as an eyeshadow brush, but I don't suppose it really would make a lot of difference what you used it for. Why that should be a concealer brush and not an eyeshadow brush, maybe because the bristles are a little bit longer. But yeah, I got those two brushes, and the next brush I got was this one by Real Techniques, and it's a powder brush, and it's the biggest powder brush I think I've seen, and it was £12.95 in Boots, and it looks like that. And I have been using this, as you can see, I've been using this to put my powder on, and it's just a lovely soft fluffy brush, really, really gorgeous, really good coverage. I mean, as you can see, you can get quite a lot of powder on with that. It's quite cute because it does stand. It stands on its own if you haven't got a holder. I mean, I only use a cup for my brushes, but to be honest, I'm trying to keep it in the packet to keep it nice. So yeah, I've been really enjoying using that, and it's a really, like I said, really soft, nice, big, fluffy thing. And the good thing about these is, if I remember correctly, if I can find it on here, I think it must have been online, but they're actually cruelty-free bristles. In fact, all these are cruelty-free. I don't buy horsehair brushes or whatever, so they're all cruelty-free. Yeah, so that was a bit more than I'd normally spend on a brush. I wouldn't normally spend £12. I think actually, because the last powder brush I had was just losing all its. Every time I put my makeup on, it was losing its fibres all over my face. So actually, I thought this was probably worth investing in. It's not so bad with a blush brush if you've got a few fibres. I mean, this one will lose its fibres, but with a powder brush, when you're putting it all over, and you find you've got about a dozen little hairs sticking all over your face, it's a bit of a pain. So, yeah, I got that. The next thing I got to go with the powder brush was some new powder, and it's this one. It's Bon Cocoon, and it's their Taint Idol Ultra. I'm probably not saying that right because I think they are French, so it's probably said vastly differently to how I just said it. And that's what the packaging is like. And this actually goes with my foundation. If I grab my foundation that I bought, I showed you in a previous haul, and it's the Visionaire foundation, which looks like that with the little pot of concealer on the top. And this is actually the exact match for that, the same sort of line. And it's supposed to be slightly mattifying as well, so that's what it looks like inside. It's got a nice decent sponge, which I've never used, and that's just the powder. So I'll show you a little swatch. Don't know if you can even see that, you probably can't. So that's the swatch of the powder. So it's just almost a translucent powder. It's got a tiny bit more colour than I'd normally wear, but because it goes with the foundation, the coverage is just amazing. And she actually sold this to me as a medium coverage foundation, a medium coverage powder, and it's in shade number 2. Lil's Rose, I think that's how you say it. You can see at the bottom there. And it's exactly the same as the foundation, which is in the same shade. This was expensive. This was £34. I actually went out with the intentions of buying De-Slick mattifying powder by Urban Decay, but I kind of went into Boots and I sort of looked around and I said to the girls, because when I was using De-Slick, I was using the De-Slick and I was using the normal powder, and it was just getting far too many powders were going on my face. So I said, have you got anything mattifying that's also got like a powder, normal coloured powder effect? And that was recommended, and I thought, it's going to last me ages. The De-Slicks only last me about a month and a half, but I think this is going to last. I mean, I've been using this every day for nearly a fortnight, and you can't see that I've touched it. So, yeah, so I got that. The next thing I got are a few bits of cheap makeup. First things are some lip and eye pencils, and there's these. It's got a white one there by Model Zone. I'll do you some swatches. This is an eyeliner, obviously not an eye pencil. Not an eye pencil. This is an eyeliner, not a lip pencil. So there's a swatch of that one, and that was £4. The last 4 are all MUA. This one is a lip pencil by MUA, and this is in the shade Brooding Plum. Actually, looks a lot browner when I picked it up. Quite a red colour. The next one is this one, which is just a plain red lip liner called Red Drama. The next one is this, which is called Pink Me Up, if you can see that, and it's that bottom colour. The light's terrible in here again tonight. And the last one is an eyeliner in Lovely Lilac, which looks like that bottom. You can see that, the bottom shade. Actually, I'm very tempted to use this as a lip liner, because it doesn't really, not a great colour payoff on your eyes. Not as dark as I'd like it, and not as pigmented as I'd like it, but they all come with a sharpener, which is quite cute. I think that's supposed to be the new in thing, to have eyeliner pencils with sharpeners on the end. So the next thing I got are two lipsticks from MUA, and the first one is like that, and the colour is there, really subtle, really kind of subtle, almost Barbie pink, shimmery type pink, and that's in shade number 4. And the next one is this colour. It's got a brownish shade, and it looks like that. And this is in shade number 11. So all the MUA things were £1 as well. The last lipstick I got was this one by the Natural Collection at Boots, and that's the colour on that one. So kind of a pink, really pinky pink. I've been wearing that over this lip liner to, like, I don't really know why, just because I thought it gives a nice, you put this lip liner on and then put this over it. This pink it's quite subtle once it's on your lips, and they just work together really nicely. I never use lip liners as liners. I use lip liners as lipsticks, which is a bit random, because I find they help the lipstick to stay on longer. They themselves last longer, and they're not as drying as some of the stains. I find the stains really, really drying, whereas the liners aren't as drying to use as lipsticks. So yeah, that's that. The next thing I got, and the last cosmetic thing I got, is this. It's a little tiny baby high beam highlighter came from eBay. I'm sure someone got this as a free gift and just sold it, but I've really wanted to try high beam for such a long time, but I don't want to be spending £18 if I find I can't work with it. So that is why I got this, and that's what it looks like. I'm sure you've all seen it before. This was £3. I thought, actually, for £3 or £2.95 or something, just to try it out. I don't mind spending it. I don't mind wasting £3. I mind wasting 18. So yeah, and this is a little tiny. Doesn't say how many mil. It must have been on the little box that came with it that I've thrown away. It doesn't say how much. I just think it's about 5 mil in there. So yeah, I got that. The next thing I got, and I've been wearing these to work. So they don't look as new as they did a week ago, but just a little pair of, like, canvasy pumps with a buckle, and just plain soles and really flat. Came from Tesco's, £8. Really comfy, really good for work. Nothing too exciting, but yeah, got those. And the last thing I got was this, my dress. As always, in all my haul videos from Payday, I bought a Hell Bunny dress because I just love them so much. And it just looks like this. It's too big for the camera. It's just a full-length 50s style dress, really long, gorgeous print. If I show you up close at the camera, with unicorns and skull cupcakes and skulls and stars and all sorts, and a really candy floss pink. It's really, oh, it's fell off the hanger. It's really big and flared. It's just got at the top, if I take it off this hanger, it's just got straps, like thickish straps, and I've got mine crossed over. You wouldn't have to have them crossed over because you can alter them, but they're too long for me if I don't cross them over. It's got a concealed zip down the back with a ruche panel, and then just a zip like that. As you can see on the straps, there's buttonholes, so you can alter them. It's got a really cute ruche neckline as well, so it sort of gives you a bit of a sweetheart shape. Really quite flattering on the bust as well. Really full. I wore this to go out last weekend, and I put a big black petticoat underneath, and it looked amazing. It looked like I should have been auditioning for Grease. I did think I looked like I should be Sandy. So I put like a black neck scarf round and put my hair up in a bun and everything. I did look like I should be auditioning for Grease, but it was just, I got some very strange looks in the town where I live, because the town where I live is a little bit, shall we say, narrow-minded. But it just, I mean, I don't normally sit here and sing my own praises, but I looked amazing. I think I looked amazing. I felt $1 million wearing it. I mean, I know girls got in the skimpiest, scrawniest, low-cut, huff your arse on display, but actually, if I'd gone out like that, I wouldn't have felt anything. But because I went out and I felt like I'd really made an effort, I'd done all my makeup, got like pink eyeshadow and black, and I just thought, you know what, you look great. Which is really, I know that's really pretentious of me to say, but actually I did. But yeah, enough of my self-praise, but yeah, just £55 I think it was, so it was expensive. I mean, when you think the entire outfit I wore that night, £55 £55 for the dress, £30 for well, £35 for a petticoat, then whatever else, tights and all that kind of thing. It was quite expensive, but it was worth it. So I would definitely recommend checking out the Hell Bunny brand. I keep on and on about them every time. I've shown about 4 or 5 dresses and some petticoats and stuff. I would definitely recommend going and checking them out. You can't buy from it. They haven't got their own website. You have to buy it from a distributor. So I think you can look at Soho's Rock Collection in Norwich, Attitude Clothing, Blue Banana. I'll try and find some of the links and put them in the down bar if anyone's interested in having a look. But yeah, I feel like I've waffled a little bit in this video and gone off in a tangent. But do remember, if you enjoyed this, to comment, like and subscribe, because it really means a lot to me. If you didn't like it, please don't put anything horrible, because it upsets me and I cry. I don't really, but you know. But I will speak to you guys soon. Bye.